Hello, and welcome back to Tonto Tries, a little segment where I'm given 20 minutes and a prompt by CraftyAndy to try and improve my art. So, let's go ahead and listen to the prompt we have today.
Tonto. This is CraftyAndy speaking. It's time to draw. This is your assignment. I want to see Sean Connery driving a Nicolas Cage. Yeah, you heard me. Sean Connery driving a Nicolas Cage. Once again, no references. Go.
All right. Sean Connery driving a Nicolas Cage. All right. Well, let's get that prompt up. Today's assignment, Sean Connery driving a Nicolas Cage. No references.
I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
Oh boy. Well, let's go ahead and I already got a new window opened up. We're going to go ahead and make sure we have another layer because I'm learning. I want to be able to color in and stuff, so got to have that other layer open. So now we just got to worry about 20 minutes on the clock, so... Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, I said it. Just remember, hey, watch that phone never boils.
You kooky dick. Cool, so... Make sure we got... Whoop, yep, black's chosen. Perfect. Well, I'm guessing we're probably going to have, like, Sean Connery's head... like here, then his body, and then legs, and then there's going to be some sort of cage around him, right? Yeah. Now I'm just kind of getting out some guidelines first, so this is not going to be the final thing. Probably going to fix that. And he's going to be on some sort of like platform thing, but of course... Now, coming out of here, it's probably brought the wrong angle, so, yeah, more like this shape. Maybe there'll be like a large pirate's wheel. Like the central spoke here. And then he'll have his hands on that, so there'll be like one hand coming out over here, hold on to that. And then the other one can be over here and holding on to that one. Perfect. So he's got a cage. He's definitely driving it. Now this cage thing, how do we know it's a Nicolas Cage? Well, I'm thinking it's going to be... Well, we're probably going to have a really big forehead because that's Nicolas Cage. He's got them big old cheeks, long chin, crazy huge eyes. Little wisps of hair coming off. Well, I guess it's going to be blowing the other way. Really, really fucked up nose. And a grin that eats your soul. And, of course, gigantic dopey ears. Just kind of like flapping in the wind. And he is going to be a car. Actually, no, he's not going to be a car. He's going to have his hands coming out. Like that, like he's going to be, yeah, he's actually running his hands down to move. There we go. So we got that there. So maybe it's not boat shaped. So maybe we'd have like maybe like here's where like the pants will end. We got one really big leg just kind of scooting over here. Definitely gonna have to work with these proportions somewhat. He's got his boot there, and another leg just kind of really coming out. There we go. He's got his feet there. So this is in general the idea that I'm gonna have. So he's on a cage. He's driving a Nicolas Cage. So he's in a cage driving the Nicolas Cage. So we can rock with that, right? Yeah, totally. Alright. Can I change the opacity of this bottom layer? Well, that would make my life... Yeah, I can change the opacity. Perfect. Because that'll make it a lot easier for me to put in my finalization lines. So first things first, the Nicolas Cage. And actually I realized that he's got like those really kind of droopy... That's terrible. He's really kind of droopy sad eyes going on. Yeah. But he's still got the really kind of messed up nose. And still the grin that eats your soul. Perfect. And his hair, I guess, yeah, would definitely be blowing more like this way. Gotta give him more of like a lumpy forehead. Still got the really long, like, long chin. And still some really goofed up ears. Because that's what I remember about Nicolas Cage, is he was a goofy looking dude. There we are. And so then, then he would come over to like the cage portion, which would be his body coming over. And then we can have like the hands coming down. There we are. Yeah. And then this hand's still coming down over this way. He's got really one big old fat finger for some reason. That's all right. We'll roll with that. We'll roll with that. And you got the long kind of like sleek body thing going on. And then the one leg just kind of coming down. I was really proud of that shoe too. Kind of comes off at the leg, kind of bends around, comes up. So let me erase. I guess we definitely wouldn't be seeing through his foot, so we'll erase that. And then the other leg will be over here. Well, he's gonna have like his little booty. Yeah, that's way too far down. Over here, just kind of going on behind him. And we got his foot coming around. Pants coming back up. Little booty bump. Oh, yeah. See how that looks without the other lines. Oh, that is... oh, that's gross. Erase that a little bit. See, he's still got the same vacant stare that Nicolas Cage has. But he is a Nicolas Cage now. So we're going to have to move that cage a little bit. So maybe instead of him standing up there, let's go ahead and give him some pants. There. So now we're going to kind of off the cuff this a little bit. So instead of having some pants, maybe we'll have Sean Connery. Yeah. Just like riding him. Yeah! There we go. That foot's kind of fucked. Let's fix that foot a little bit. There we go. Yeah. His butt comes up here, so then I can erase these other lines. Perfect. And then you can see like his other legs over here. Coming up. And then we got the belt thing going on. Now, Mr. Connery nowadays, he's a little bit of a bigger gentleman. He's still going to have something down over here to drive him, but now he's riding a more horsey style, right? Those arms are... Let's get these arms a little bit more proportionate. I said, let's get these arms a little bit more proportionate. There we go. I guess. So Mr. Nicolas Cage here, I guess is going to have a bit of a bridle in his mouth. And then one of the reins is going to be coming on up to this hand, which was going to be the Fist of Connery. Yeah, that's enough fingers. Holding on to that rein. And then the other one's going to be kind of coming around to another rein, and I guess this one's going to be another Fist of Connery. I said A fist of Connery. That'll work. And then they're going to be kind of connecting. So I should probably erase the line that's actually going into his hand. And it's going behind. Actually, you know, we really don't need this ear, because that's kind of distracting from what's going on. So that's, you know, there's such a thing as too much going on. Just need to have that coming down right into his mouth. Yeah, there we go. So he's riding Mr. Cage. Erase this, that little part of the arm. Fix that in. There we go. Oh yeah, I got it. Perfect. Now Mr. Connery, he's got one majestic forehead. I mean, just a forehead to die for. And he's got like a nose, and then a face. Now his hair, I know he's kind of going bald now, but you know what? We're going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt and some nice, like, really big mutton chops. There we go. And that's supposed to be an eyeball. He does not look happy at all to be riding this guy. And his ear. Because, you know, Mr. Connery, last I checked, has both ears. He's definitely not no Vincent Van Gogh. But he does have something going on with his hairstyle. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Give him some hair kind of blowing backwards in the wind. And he's got to have a nice collar. Yeah, there we go. Maybe he's got a little button up. Now his hand's definitely kind of disturbing me, because you would not see through his hand like that. So just got to erase that mark. There we go. Oh, maybe Nicolas Cage is actually, you know, he's wearing like little toe socks. And so those aren't shoes, you know, those are like, you know, regular old socks, because he's giving Mr. Old Connery a horsey ride. Yay, gotta love horsey rides. Oh, that's terrifying. What would he be saying to him, though? That's the question. Well, what we're deciding that... So Sean Connery's got some of the, like that salt and pepper hair. So we're going to make another layer. There we are. And we're going to give him some darkish hair. There we go. Because that's how hair works. And we got to make him a little fleshy. Now, Sean Connery has a bit of a tan to him. So we'll go with more of a darker color, I guess. The darker flesh. Perfect. Oh, Connery wears glasses, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Maybe. No, maybe he doesn't. Oh, I'm going to have to fix that hair color a little bit. That's no problem. Go back to that other gray. There we are. Now, Sean Connery likes the feel of a good suit, but I think if he's going to be riding around a Nicolas Cage, he's going to have a little style and a little color. So let's give him a purple shirt. Because nothing says riding Cage like the dog or horse that he is, like wearing a bright old purple shirt. Now his pants won't be purple also. I mean, he's not garish. Come on now. He's a very distinguished individual. And if he's going to ride a man like a pony, he's going to make sure that he does it with class. So he may have the purple shirt top. But for pants, do we have a khaki color? I guess we do. That'll work for khaki. Hold on, can I increase the size? Yeah, there we go. Oh, so much better. And his belt will be black. Just like his shoes. So then we go over to the blacks. Choose one that I think will be fittingly inappropriate, or fittingly appropriate, I should say, not fittingly inappropriate. Just raise it back down to size a little. And some nice black shoes. Now, if Nicolas Cage is on the floor, he's wearing blue jeans. So we got to make sure we give him some nice blue jeans. Now his socks, I've never seen like total black and white socks. I've always seen them more as like having the gray toe. So we will be putting some gray toe on these socks for show. Oh, for show on the gray tip socks. There we are. Now let's see, we definitely got to make him. Got to give Nicolas Cage that real pasty skin. The real jaundicey Wicker Man looking face. And I know I'm coloring out the lines. I will fix it. Clean up the lines on his super long ass chin. And those eyes that stare into your soul. His mouth. Now the bridle bit though. I think that bridle bit's going to be... it's going to be Sean Connery's... It's going to match Sean Connery's shirt, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's... terrifying. So let's add a little bit of shading then, just a little darker areas underneath here. His white shirt's going to be a little darker on the edges. A little darker on the bottom of Mr. Connery's arms. Bottom of his neck. A bit too much. There we are. Need to have a lighter brush with this. Oh, never mind. 20 minutes. We've got ourselves Sean Connery driving a Nicolas Cage.
What's the difference between you and a mallard with a cold? One's a sick duck. I can't remember how it ends, but your mother's a whore.
Well, this is Tonto, and I hope you enjoy this picture, and if not, I do apologize for any trauma this may have put you through. Have a good one.